morning, friends. Welcome. My name is David, and as always, I'm excited and grateful to share these practices with you. Today's practice is a 90-minute practice where we'll first start off with 30 minutes of meditation on a topic, and then we'll get into about a 60-minute practice, just opening the main body parts up, main joints, muscle movers, things like that. As always with these practices, if you're a beginner, you may be introduced to some things that you may have never heard before. I ask that you remain open, and my work is to be as clear as I can with direction and to be as present as possible with my words as well as with the direction. And as we move around the mats, if you feel any injuries or tension or stress in your body, know that everything is voluntary. You don't have to do everything. Sometimes we can get caught up in comparing ourselves to what we see. So I would ask that you just observe that and watch that. And if you need to, just back off. It's okay. For today's practice, if you joined last night in meditation, I shared from a book called The Heart of Awareness. And it's a translation of the Ashtavakra Gita. Now, there are many books in yoga philosophy and yoga history, and one of them is the Bhagavad Gita, which is a tale of devotion and talks a lot about human consciousness through the use of metaphors and stories. But this is more of a straightforward book that speaks about living from the heart and moving from the heart, and understanding a little bit more from a philosophical perspective how our minds get in the way of our experience of living and being. And I really like this translation. It's by Thomas Byram. And the chapter I'm going to share today is called The Clear Space of Awareness. Now, please note that in these translations they use the word man. What they're referring to is mankind. So I know that sometimes this is a sensitive period that we're going through. So, the translation is man, but it also means woman too. So please take that as you will. But I'll read this passage. It's a couple pages long. And as you listen from your heart rather than the head. When I first read through this, my head, I had to read this a few times, but the head wanted to kind of argue some things as they came up. But when I started to read it again from more of a heart space, it made a lot more of an impact on presence. So if you would just try to remain with your heart as you hear this. Chapter 15. The clear space of awareness. The man who is pure of heart is bound to fulfill himself in whatever way he is taught. A worldly man seeks all his life, but is still bewildered. Detached from the senses, you are free. Attached, you are bound. When this is understood, you may live as you please. When this is understood, the man who is bright and busy and full of fine words falls silent. He does nothing. He is still. No wonder those who wish to enjoy the world shun this understanding. You are not your body. Your body is not you. You are not the doer. You are not the enjoyer. You are pure awareness, the witness of all things. You are without expectation free. Wherever you go, be happy. Desire and aversion are of the mind. The mind is never yours. You are free of its turmoil. You are awareness itself, never changing. Wherever you go, be happy. For see, the self is in all beings, and all beings are in the self. Know you are free, free of I, free of mine, Be happy. In you the world arise, like waves in the sea. It is true. You are awareness itself. So free yourself from the fever of the world. Have faith, my child, have faith. Do not be bewildered, for you are beyond all things, the heart of all knowing. You are the self, you are God. The body is confined by its natural properties. It comes, it lingers a while, it goes. But the self neither comes nor goes, so why grieve for the body? If the body lasted till the end of time or vanished today, what would you win or lose? You are pure awareness. You are the endless sea, in whom all the worlds like waves naturally rise and fall. You have nothing to win, nothing to lose. Child, you are pure awareness, nothing less. You and the world are one. So who are you to think you can hold on to it or let it go? How could you? You are the clear space of awareness, pure and still, in whom there is no birth, no activity, no I. You are one and the same. You cannot change or die. You are in whatever you see, you alone. Just as bracelets and bangles and dancing anklets are all of the same gold. I am not this. I am he. Give up such distinctions. Know that everything is the self. Rid yourself of all purpose and be happy. The world only arises from ignorance. You alone are real. There is no one, not even God, separate from yourself. You are pure awareness. The world is an illusion, nothing more. When you understand this fully, desire falls away. You find peace, for indeed there is nothing. In the ocean of being, there is only one. There was and there will be only one. You are already fulfilled. How can you be bound or free? Wherever you go, be happy. Never upset your mind with yes and no. Be quiet. You are awareness itself. Live in the happiness of your own nature, which is happiness itself. What is the use of thinking? Once and for all, give up meditation. Hold nothing in your mind. You are the self, and you are free. Now, this passage contains a lot, and I really like it. And, one of the ways that we can look at meditation specifically is, and really, I like to use meditation as a way to let go of whatever kind of suffering I may be going through. And when I say suffering, I don't mean laid out on the ground, sprawled out crying or anything like that. I just mean when I'm captivated by my mind and I end up losing the experience that is taking place in front of me because I've directed my attention to my mind rather than listening to what somebody is saying. And many times we do that. We're in a conversation with someone, say a business meeting, and someone's talking to us, and we're already thinking about the next thing we're going to say, as opposed to just holding space and being present for the other person to finish. In that time that we give that space, a new answer and a new thought is going to arise, but immediately what will happen is we'll hook on to any given thought that arises as someone's speaking, and so then we take away from the present moment because we're so anxious about getting this thought out, as opposed to just being still a little bit longer. There's many times that I did that when I was in sales, where instead of just waiting and being patient, I ended up blurting out something in order to make what I thought at the time was a connection. And although it was a connection, a deeper connection could have been made if I just would have waited a little bit longer. In this passage, they specifically talk about you are not your body. And every single human being goes through this birth and death process. And in that birth and death process, there is the building up of, accumulation of body, and then there is the breaking down and the releasing of the body. And so a big question is the body really you? Are you the experiencer from which you live from the body? The more that we can sit with this and understand this, death becomes a lot less scary and more of an understanding that it is a passage. That is it, a passage. And I work with a lot of people in this particular topic because a lot of people suffer because of their ideas of death, their ideas of leaving the body, their belief that they are the body. And the more that we can step away from that and understand that this is just material, just as I play this bowl, and this bowl is an instrument, and it's connected to me at this point, eventually I set the bowl down, and the bowl does bowl things. And eventually we leave the body, and the body does body things. But oftentimes we get so caught up in thinking that we are the body, we suffer. And so we do all sorts of things to it in the process. When we bring more awareness into our day-to-day life, we are able to be a lot more present with people. We're able to manage risk and manage stress with more ease as well. So as we dive into our meditation, we have about 17 minutes or so that we'll meditate together. We'll do some breathing to get into it. And then from that point, it's just awareness. And I'll guide us from there. Please close your eyes. Sit tall. And as we close our eyes, friends, families, brothers, and sisters, let us look inward with courage, with joy, with gratitude, with strength, with acceptance, with forgiveness, and with love. Let us let go of the things that we cannot change, and the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Place your awareness on the center of your chest. And as you place your awareness on the center of your chest, let everything else go for now. Let go of the past, let go of the future. Observe what arises in the present and falls away in the present. Remember, if you can perceive it, it is not you. As you observe the center of your chest and bring your awareness to your heart center, observe the breath. Observe the depth of the breath, the pace of the breath, and the balance in the breath. And let's begin to breathe together. Please take a long, slow, silent inhale through the nose. And quietly exhaling out the mouth. Long, silent inhale through the nose. Long, silent exhale out the mouth. Long, silent inhale through the nose. Long, quiet exhale out the mouth. Long, silent inhale through the nose. Long, quiet exhale out the mouth. Long, silent inhale through the nose. Long, quiet exhale out the mouth. Long, silent inhale through the nose. Long, silent exhale out the mouth. Continue to breathe deep on your own. Awareness of the breath. Awareness on the center of the chest, the heart. Let the shoulders drop down the back. Let the collarbones spread. Relax the forehead. Relax the eyes. Relax the lips, the mouth, and the jaw. Awareness. Awareness. Observe how it never comes or goes. But awareness is always here. Observe how thoughts come and go as phenomenal events, just as waves are phenomenal events on the ocean, just as flowers are phenomenal events on a plant, so are thoughts in the mind. Let go of past and future. The present moment is what determines our past. The present moment is always here. Remain still unwavering. Allow sensations to arise in the body, but stay motionless. Observe the sensation, fall away again. Remain motionless. Awareness of the heart, awareness of the breath, awareness on the center of the chest. If a thought or image arises, pay it no mind. If the internal voice of the mind speaks up and says something, gently self-inquire. To whom does this voice speak to? Let go of directions of up and down, left and right, forward and backwards. Observe your beingness, sitting still, silent. Breathe deep. Remaining calm, at peace, unmoved. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Slowly bringing awareness to your hands, to your feet, to your fingers, to your toes. And let's start to circle the wrists out, circle the ankles out, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And turn your head to the left and to the right. Open and close the mouth a couple times. And with the deepest, longest inhales all day, please take your arms up and over your head. Give yourself a nice long stretch. And on the exhale, gently release the arms down along the sides. Placing the hands over the heart. Take a full breath in. And exhale, letting it go. Gently bowing the head down towards the hands. Just honoring yourself today, your practice, for showing up on your mat. We honor our friends, families, loved ones, and supporters. And in gratitude to the many teachers and guides who came before us, who passed along these practices called meditation. Gently releasing the hands down, opening the eyes, lifting the chin. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed the meditation. Again, if you get a chance to, the book is called The Heart of Awareness. I find it's a really healthy and helpful book to look at. I'm going to take a second here and just check my audio equipment just to make sure that I'm being heard clearly. And then we'll get into the rest of our physical practice. Blocks. And let's lay down on our backs. As you lay down on your back, grab your blocks if you have them And I'd like you to, depending on the height of your blocks, I have some thin ones, I'd like you to lift your hips up and place your buttocks tailbone on the blocks. And then cactus the arms. As you cactus the arms, let the head come to rest. Let the knees fall in towards one another. And separate the feet about mat's distance apart. And as you lay down on your back, closing the eyes for a moment, just feel the breath moving in and out of your body. Observe the depth, observe the pace. And let's take a long, slow, deep breath in, fill lungs up. Exhale, let it go. Deep breath in, fill lungs up. Exhale, letting it go. And deep breath in, fill lungs up. Exhale, letting it go. All right, so from here, let's heel toe the feet together so the feet are about hips distance apart. And all I'd like you to do is bring your right knee in towards your chest. Keep the hips on top of the blocks. And just feel that into your lower back. What we're trying to do with this posture is release the lumbar spine. Let's circle out the right ankle. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out. And then circle the ankle in the opposite direction. Flex your right foot, spread through your collarbones, deep breath in. And on the exhale, gently release the right foot down towards the ground. Please bring your left knee in towards your chest, right knee stays bent. And as your left thigh draws in, circle your left ankle out. And remember, as you practice, try not to force anything. Try not to overdo it. Opposite direction with the left ankle. Then flex the left foot, left thigh draws into the chest. Take a full breath in. Exhale, gently release the left foot down towards the ground. On an inhale, lift the hips up, remove the blocks or block if you had just one. And on the exhale, place the blocks down along the sides. Let's hug both of our knees into our chest. As we hug both our knees into our chest, just a gentle rock, side to side, back and forth. So we massage out our backs, shoulders, awesome. And let's come back towards center, lengthen your left leg forward. As you lengthen your left leg forward, interlace the hands behind the back of the right leg. Point your right toes upwards towards the sky. Now you can have your hands down at the base of the hamstring or more towards the back of the knee. Option is yours. Good. So we're going to point the toes and flex our feet. Keep the right leg as straight as you can. Inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, point the toes, spread through your collarbones. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, point the toes. 2 more. Inhale, flex feet. Exhale, point the toes. And inhale, flex your feet. And exhale, point the toes. Gently bend the right knee, draw the right knee in, draw the left knee in, straighten your right leg forward. And then interlace the hands, opposite pinky on top, behind the back of the left hamstring, and extend your left leg upwards any amount. And again, you can have the hands at the base of the hamstring, near the buttocks, or towards the back of the knee. As you point to the toes, shoulder blades down the back, we'll move with the breath. Inhale, flex both feet. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, point the toes. 2 more. Inhale, flex feet. Exhale, point toes. And inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, point the toes. Good. Gently bend your left knee, bend your right knee. Then again, rock side to side, just massage the back out. Then come back towards center. Lower the feet down towards the ground with bent knees. Then let the knees fall apart. Cactus the arms. Now you probably can't see it on the camera, but just trying not to laugh. Gwen's a 12-year-old. She's my girlfriend's daughter, and in many respects, she's my stepdaughter. She painted my toes last Friday night, and they're still redder than red with glitter on them. And it's been interesting because I'm so used to wearing sometimes shoes, and then I'll wear flip-flops to teach classes in, and all of a sudden I'll look down at my feet and forget that my toes are painted. It's kind of funny though how we get caught up in our heads about things like that. I remember that in order to be masculine, men didn't do that kind of stuff, and now it's like it just doesn't matter, and if it does to us, who's the one that's worried about what someone's going to think about them? So it was a really beautiful experience, and she was so sweet about when she did it, so it made her day, so it's pretty funny. So if you have a little girl in your life or a little boy that wants to paint your toenails, let him do it. Don't shy away from it. Don't make him feel bad. Take a full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Let's reach our arms up and over our heads and interlace the hands. As you interlace the hands, press your palms towards the wall that's behind you. Glide your shoulder blades up towards your ears. Wrap your triceps upwards towards the ceiling. Press the pinky edge of the hand down towards the ground. Take a full breath in. Exhale. breath in. Exhale. And deep breath in. Exhaling. Gently release the arms down along the sides. With your next inhale, please sweep the arms back up and over the head. Opposite interlace of the hands, other pinky on top, lengthen through the elbows. Press the palms. Wrap your triceps upwards towards the sky. As you wrap your triceps upwards, hollowing out the armpits, collarbones spread, deep breath in. Exhale. Full breath in. Exhaling. And deep breath in. And on the exhale, gently release the arms down along the sides. Take the hands to the outer thighs, slowly bring the knees together. Then let's hug both knees in towards our chest. As we hug the knees into the chest, again, full breath, inhale. Exhale, let's begin to rock up and down the length of our spines. And as you rock up and down, start to get some momentum. Rock up and down so much. You rock over your feet. And let's come onto our hands and knees. Tabletop positions. As you come into a tabletop position, our shoulders are over the wrists and our hips are over the knees. Our hands are wide open. We press down through our palms and fingertips. Firm the inner elbows towards one another. Inhale. Pull the heart forward. Look forward, cow. Exhale, chin to chest. Round your spine, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Heart pulls forward. Exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, cow. Heart pulls forward. Exhale, cat. Round the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, cow. Heart pulls forward. Exhale, cat. Round the spine, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, cow. Heart pulls forward. Then exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, tuck the tailbone. Finding a neutral spine, pause here. Let's just gently circle our hips out. Working on hip mobility. Take your time. Nice big circles. You can bend the elbows, roll the shoulders. Don't worry about what it looks like. Have fun. Be ecstatic. Be spontaneous. It's okay. It's interesting, the more spontaneous that we are on our mats, the more we give ourselves to be spontaneous off the mat. Take that trip you've always wanted to take, or that little adventure to whatever place that you want to go to. And I understand right now, we're under quarantine and things like that, so we have to be careful, but it doesn't mean that we have to live in fear. It doesn't mean that we can't be respectable and respectful to others on the journey to wherever it may be, but be spontaneous, have fun, explore life. With your next inhale, shift back forward. Exhale, circle in the opposite direction. Circle out the hips, roll the shoulders, bend the elbows. 5, 4, steady breath, breathe deep, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back towards center, let's grab our blocks. And if you don't have blocks, that's okay. Place your hands on the highest height of your blocks. That gives us room. Inhale, look between the hands. And exhale, slide your right foot forward. Let's come into a runner's lunge with our hands on our blocks. Now, working on alignment of the body, stack your right knee over the right ankle. Sit the hips forward and down. Lift the chest up. Spread through your collarbones. Shoulder blades press against the back. Press down to the top of the left foot and try to take your left hip slightly forward. And each exhale, maybe sink into your hips a little bit more as we stretch out the psoas, the right hamstring, and the inner right groin. Deep breath in. Exhale, sit into it. Deep breath in. Exhale, sit in a little bit more. Even if it's uncomfortable, bear with it. Breathe through it, but if it's too much, back off. Inhale. Exhaling. Two more. Inhaling. Exhaling. And one more. Deep breath in. On the exhale, take your hips back and lengthen through your right leg. Flex your right foot. As you flex your right foot, draw your right hip back a little bit. Left hip draws forward. Elongate your spine. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, turn your right toes out to the right side. A nice deep stretch through the back of the right hamstring. Flex your right foot a little bit more. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a full breath in. Exhale, slowly bring the right foot back towards center. And on the inhale, walk the hands forward, bend into your right knee, sit into the hips. Exhale, hips back, straighten through your right leg. Just flossing the hips and pelvis out. Inhale, bend into right knee, sit into the hips, lift the chest up. Exhale, hips back, lengthening through your right leg. And inhale, please bend into your right knee, sit into the hips, look forward. Exhale, hips back, lengthen through your right leg. Awesome. On an inhale, bend into your right knee. And on the exhale, slide your right foot back. Let's switch. Left foot slides forward between the hands, sit into the hips. Take the hands in the blocks, come to the highest height. And as you come up into the highest height, sink the pelvis forward and down. Left knee over left ankle, working on alignment. So the reason why I use all these cues in practice and repeat a lot of them is because remember, your body is filled with a number of different channels. And I don't mean channels like TV. I mean channels as in blood vessels, limbic system, musculoskeletal system channels, digestive channels, respiratory channels. But a lot of the postures that we come into day to day, unconsciously or without awareness, I should say, we shut these channels down. Sitting in a car, sitting at a desk for hours on end without moving around. This shuts channels down. It makes us tense and tight, and it creates atrophy in the musculoskeletal system. We have to learn to look at this. It is oftentimes the postures that we come into that are what create the stress in the physical body, but also it's the demands of the mind. It's our head saying, you got to sit here for 10 hours straight. You don't. You can give yourself breaks throughout the day. Sit into the hips, press down through your left foot, right hip forward. Long, slow inhale. Exhale. Try not to force it. Inhale. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Two more. Inhaling. Exhaling. And one more. Deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly take your hips back and lengthen through your left leg. Take a full breath in, walk the blocks back. And on an exhale, turn your left toes out to the left side. Press the outside edge of your left foot to the ground. Now as you press your left heel into the ground, keep pulling your left hip back. Feel the stretch in the left hamstring. Elongate your spine. As you elongate your spine, spread through your collarbones. Can you press your left heel into the ground a little bit more? Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a full breath in. Exhale, come back towards center. Inhale, bend into your left knee, sit into your hips, look forward. Exhale, hips back, lengthen through your left leg. Inhale, bend into your left knee, sit the hips forward and down, look forward. Exhale, hips back, lengthening through your left leg. And inhale, please bend into your left knee, sit into the hips, look forward. Exhale, hips back, lengthening through your left leg. Now with your next inhale, please bend into your left knee, look forward. Exhale, slide your left foot back to meet the right. Let's tuck our toes and let's sit back on our heels. As we sit back on our heels, stretching the arches of our feet, inhale, arms sweep upwards, palms touch. Exhale, float the arms down along the sides. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Exhaling, arms down along the sides. Inhale, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhaling, arms down along the sides. Inhale, arms sweeping up, palms touch. And exhale, release the arms down along the sides. Good. Take your hands down towards the ground, tabletop positions. On an inhale, step your left foot back, drop your left heel to the ground. Swing your right foot behind you. Exhale, press into your right hand, reach your left arm upwards. Now let's open up our left shoulder. Start to circle your left arm out. Go for 5. Make the circles as big as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. Exhale, opposite direction. Circle it out. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, left arm up, look up. Exhale, lower your left hand to the ground, swing the right foot in, lower your left knee down. Inhale, step the right foot back, drop the right heel to the ground. Exhale, sweep the left foot behind you. Rooting down through your left palm, inhale, right arm reaches upwards. On the exhale, slowly start to circle your right arm out, finding the range of motion in the right shoulder. You know, it's interesting. We really do miss out on life and parts of life when we don't have our full range of motion. And so learning to be more open, to understand where we are holding restrictions physically as well as mentally, help us open the body up. Right arm reaching up, inhale. Exhale, opposite direction. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale, right hand down, right knee down, left foot sweeps in. All right, let's take the blocks out in front of us. As you take your blocks out in front of you, place the hands on the blocks, tuck your toes, and then sit back into a child's pose. You can slide the blocks back a little bit. You can use this as a chest opener. Separate the blocks a little wider than shoulders distance apart. Let your forehead come down towards the ground. As the forehead comes down towards the ground, see if you can spread through your collarbones just a little bit more. Keep the back toes tucked. Long, slow, deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhaling. And full breath in. Exhaling. Rooting down through your palms, inhale, please shift back forward again, come into a tabletop position. And let's just place the blocks off to the side. As you place the blocks off to the side, let's step our right foot forward again between the hands. Let's open up our hips. We're going to heel toe our right foot over to the left and then lower the right knee down, single leg pigeon. So if you need to, you can take a block and place it underneath your right buttocks if you know that you have tight hips. If not, that's okay. Maybe you don't need the block today. Then from here, try to parallel the right shin with the front of the mat. And for everybody, this is going to be a little bit different. It's taken me years, and I'm still not parallel yet with the front of the mat. But we're just working in that direction. And then inch, press down through your right hand. Take the right hip back a little bit more. Full breath, inhale. Exhale, start to lower your forearms down and walk your hands forward, fold. Reach your left toes back. And so we're looking for extension in our bodies. Crawl the fingertips forward. If there are some things in your way, push them out of the way so you have a little bit more space. Breathe deep. Flex your right foot, allowing the hip to open up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Full breath in. Roll your left hip down. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhale. Full breath in. Exhaling. Sit with any discomfort that's coming up. Notice the desire to fidget and to move around. Be still with the sensation. Allow it to rise. Let it rise to a peak. Relax the face in the process. 3, 2. Surrender to the tension. The tension is not you. 1. Please take a long, slow, full breath in. And exhale, let it go. Without being in a hurry to come out of it, slide the hands back. Lift the chest up. Tuck the back left toes. Lift the left knee. Push down to the palm. Slide the right foot back. Lower both knees down to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And so the hips, the lower back, and the upper back, it's all related. You'll notice you may have taken a really deep breath there, but when we open and stretch space open, the lungs have more space to descend down and to breathe into. Let's switch sides. Take your left foot forward. Then from here, heel toe your left foot over to the right side. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Reach your right leg back, right knee down. Square your hips with the front of your mat. Our right hip is forward, our left hip is back, and our spines are long. Flex your left foot just a little bit more. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly lower down to your forearms. Pause here. Try to take your left hip back a little more. And if you need a block underneath your left buttocks, please place one. Reach your right toes back. As you reach your right toes back, elongate your spine. Full breath in. Exhale, walk your hands forward. As you walk your hands forward, crawl your hands forward. As you crawl the hands forward, reach your right toes back. Roll the right hip down towards the ground. Roll your right rib cage down towards the ground. Breathe. Observe the tension in the outer left hip. Try not to fight it. Relax, breathe deep, ease into it. Stay with the tension. You know, and if you were here in meditation, It talked about being in this state of awareness. You know, it's our aversions and our desires that oftentimes cause a lot of our suffering. And so I'll give you an example. In this pose, we may have an aversion to the sensation that's occurring in the left hip. But don't push it away. Just be present with that aversion and try to relax into it rather than fight it, clenching and tightening. Where can you relax just a little bit more? Long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. Long, slow, deep breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. 3 more. Keep easing into it. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch a little more. 2 more breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, gently take the hands back, but not too quickly. Lift your chest up. Tuck your back right toes. Lift your right knee. Inhale. Take your left foot back to meet the right. Lower both knees down towards the ground. And let's come onto our buttocks. As we come onto our buttocks, take the legs out in front of you. Shake the legs out. Inhale, reach both arms upwards. Exhale, reach forward, out and over the legs, folding in. Inhale, half lifting. Exhale, folding it in. Inhale, half lifting. Exhale, folding it in. And inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it in. As you fold it in, press the shoulder blades against the back, spread through your collarbones, flex your feet. Notice if you're bouncing and doing one of these numbers where you're just kind of going up and down, remain still. That is a big piece of the practice. Sometimes we do this bouncing thing because we want to just, in our heads, we think that we're stretching it by bouncing it like a bungee cord, but rather just fold into it and be with whatever shows up in that stillness. You may see images as you close your eyes. You may have a narrative moving through your head. Watch those thoughts. Hold for 5. 4. 3. 2. Take a full breath in. Exhale. With your next inhale, lift the chest up and then gently shake your legs out. Let's come into a comfortable cross-seated position. If you need to sit on something, sit on something. And cross the opposite leg on top, so your non-normal way. And in doing so, we learn to open the other hip up and create balance in our hips as well as our backs. Hands on knees, palms face down, lift the chest, inhale. And exhale, start to circle your head out. As you circle the head, shoulders a little bit. Maybe you start to circle your spines out a little bit. Breathe deep. Go for 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, circle the head in the opposite direction. Just nice big circles. Roll your shoulders out. Roll your spine out. Inhaling as you rise. Exhaling as you dive down. Go as big as you can with your circles. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, opposite crossing of the legs. Other shin on top. And with the other shin on top, inhales, please sweep your arms up, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, float the arms down. Let's take your left hand to your right knee and your right hand by the right hip. Inhale, lengthen and grow tall. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhaling, lengthening, growing tall. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, turning and twisting. And inhale, lengthening. Exhale, turn and twist. On the next inhale, come back towards center. And on the exhale, switch. Take your right hand to the left knee, left hand just behind the left hip. Growing tall, inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, lengthen and grow tall. Exhale, turn and twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn, twist, and rotate. With your next inhale, please come back towards center and let's uncross our legs. As we uncross our legs, let's shake our legs out. Then let's make our way onto our backs again. As we make our way onto our backs, bring both knees into your chest. As you bring both knees into your chest, flex the feet. If it's available for you, reach down, grab the outside edges of your feet, and then just rock it side to side. Back and forth, back and forth. And then come towards center. Flex your feet, bring the knees down towards the ground, but press the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Press your tailbone down towards the ground and spread through your collarbones. Long, slow, deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhaling. And full breath in. Exhaling. Knees draw in towards the chest. Please cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Interlace the hands behind the back of the left hamstring, right forearm to the inner right thigh. Just gently press the inner right thigh away from you. Flex through both feet. Collarbones spread. Long, slow, deep breath in. Exhaling. Long, slow, deep breath in. Exhaling. Long, slow, deep breath in. Sounds like the kids are awake. Exhale, let it go. Uncross the legs. Switch the crossing of the legs. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Interlace the hands behind the back of the right hamstring. Draw the right thigh in. Left forearm to the inner left thigh. It's funny I mention that because, I've said this before in practices. There's this idea in my head that I want this perfect setting and situation to take place for people to practice yoga without external sounds. And then inevitably, there's a garbage truck outside or a car horn going off or a car alarm or kids running around. And, what it's taught me is you just have to surrender to a certain point. There's only so much you can do. But when you work with good intention and your heart is there, I believe and I feel that people recognize that. So if you ever find that in your own life, know that you're not alone. And it's all good, in that we're human beings, we make mistakes, and you just try not to judge yourself or others, because it's going to happen. Flex the feet, deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Full breath in. Exhaling. And deep breath in. gently uncross the leg. Lengthen through both legs. Shake the legs out. And then please bring your right knee into your chest. As you bring your right knee in, full breath inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, gentle twist across your body over to your left. Right arm reaches out to the right, right shoulder down. We're not forcing it, just twisting, releasing our backs. Long, slow, deep breath in. Exhale, twist, turn, rotate. Long, slow, deep breath in. Exhale, twist, turn, and rotate. And one more. Long, slow, deep breath in. Exhale, twist, turn, and rotate. With your next inhale, please bring your right knee into your chest. Bring your left knee into your chest, switch sides, right leg lengthens forward, inhale. And exhale, twist it over to your right side. Left arm goes out to the left, left shoulder down, look to your left. Breathe into the shape. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Full breath in. Exhaling. And deep breath in. Exhaling. With your next inhale, bring the left knee into your chest, bring the right knee into your chest. Give yourself one final hug and a squeeze. Please take a long, slow, deep breath in, fill lungs up, sip in a little more air, hug it all together. And on the exhale, release everything down towards the ground, Shavasana. And as you make your way into your final resting pose, closing the eyes, just relax the face, the lips, the mouth, and the jaw. I'm going to play one of my tongue drums as you relax down. Remember, in Shavasana, not trying to be anywhere other than here, so just let go. awareness to the hands, the feet, the fingers and toes, never so slightly. Begin to move them. Feel them. Circle out the wrists and circle out the ankles. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Turn the head side to side. And with the deepest, longest inhales all day, reach and extend the arms up and over the head. Lengthen. And on the exhale, release the arms down along the sides. Putting a gentle bend in your knees, please roll to your left side. Use the right hand, press yourself up. We'll come into a comfortable seated position. And as we come into a comfortable seated position, sitting tall, please place the hands over the heart. As we place our hands over the heart, draw the shoulder blades down the back and spread through your collarbones. We'll take a long, slow, deep breath in. Then exhale, let it go. Deep breath in. Exhale, letting it go. And full breath in. Exhale, letting it go. And taking a moment, just checking in with your body. Notice if you feel a little bit more relaxed, open, at ease. If the breath is a little more steady, balanced, and even. And if the mind is a little more quiet, a little more still. Let's finish our practice off with the sound of Om, inhaling. Om. Inhale, fill lungs up. And exhale, bowing the head down towards the hands, honoring ourselves today, honoring our friends, families, loved ones, and supporters, and in gratitude to the many teachers and guides who came long before us, who passed along these practices that we call yoga. Gently release the hands down, opening the eyes, lifting the chins. Thanks so much, everybody, for practicing with me today. Please reach out if you need anything at all. My family and I are here to help you wherever we can. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Ho'oponopono. Aho. Namaste, friends. Thank you.